Have you ever wondered what it means to have your car's air conditioning recharged? Or perhaps how do you know if it needs recharge? Or maybe how is it recharged properly? Well, we'll see if we can help you understand that a little bit better today. Welcome to Mercie J Auto Care, where compassion and craftsmanship come together. I'm Rick Smith, Master Certified Technician. So what I'd like to do is share with you what's going on with this Toyota Sienna today. While she was driving down the road, the system was cool but not cold. And then when she would come up to a stop, it would get considerably warmer. So how do we know if it's low? Well, the first thing we do is we hook it up to a machine that has two gauges on it, because we have a low pressure side of the system and a high pressure side. And we look at both of those pressures. In the case on this Sienna, both gauges were low, which is an indication that the pressure is low. And the pressures did indicate that the compressor was actually functioning. So the next thing we did was we took a look at this car visually. Now in this particular car, some dye had been installed in the system. And we have these very cool tools. This is a black light, kind of similar to when you are hunting for scorpions, although it's slightly different. Puts out a blue light, if you can see that. And then we put on these goggles that actually filter out blue light. And we go over the system very carefully and we look, and the dye turns to bright yellow. In this case, we found that there is a hose leaking. So once we replace the hose, well, actually, let me take one step back. Before we replace the hose, we use this machine to recover the refrigerant that's in there. We don't want to release refrigerant into the atmosphere because it is a greenhouse gas. You may know refrigerant more as the term Freon, but that's really a generic term. So once we've recovered the refrigerant that was in it, we make the repair, and then we have to evacuate the system. We have a sealed system, and we don't want anything but refrigerant and oil and dye in there. So we put it under a vacuum, we suck all the air out, we leave it under a vacuum for a little while, anywhere from 10 minutes to say 30, 45 minutes, depending on the depth of the repairs that we've done. What that does is that evaporates any contaminants out of the system. Once we've done that, we charge the system back up. Now the critical thing on charging the system is we have to do it by weight. If we try to do it by pressures, we will not be accurate. A little too much can damage the compressor, a little too little can damage the compressor. So having the right amount of refrigerants in there is critical. This particular car calls for 1.9 pounds. So we basically put 1.9 pounds of refrigerant back in, we run it, we check the pressures, everything's good, it's cold, and we're ready to go. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit more of what it means to evacuate and recharge a car's air conditioning system. So thanks for watching today, and until next time, safe travels and blessings to you.